Marking a lot of fish, y'all. Marking a lot of fish. Uh-oh, we're gonna finally break the ice, y'all. Man, it's been tough today. Look. Man, I've had to change my tactics. Marking a lot of fish, look, gold spoon. Marking a lot of fish, y'all. Marking a lot of fish. Boy, they don't want to bite. So, you know, do what you gotta do to catch a fish. So sometimes a spoon, you can get a reaction bite, you know, just that quick jerk. And, you know, I can see these fish sitting here off of this ridge. You know, even these fish are sitting there like they don't want to be bothered. Now, this spoon is a little bit big. I have some smaller spoons I may switch over to in just a minute. I'm gonna mess with them a little bit longer. I actually could see some bass down there. One reason I switched over to the spoon, but you know, sometimes this year spoon can be very productive. And you know, fish right now seem to be lethargic. They just really acting like they don't want to be messed with. So, hey, we're gonna bump around here and see what we can come up with. Boom. Well, just a little one. Well, he's probably 9 inches. Been switching colors. Fish lethargic. I put the I've downsized my lures, and that was that green meanie color right there. And I got that double yellow color, yellow with the yellow chartreuse bottom. Been switching to yellows, blues, natural colors, small baits, big baits. Fish just seem to be kind of shut down. Having to work hard to catch fish. But boom, hey, we're gonna keep plugging now. And I see fish moving. They move over and look at the bait, but not eat the bait. And that tells me they're just not in an eating mode. Like you really hope. You know, one just came right up there at the luau, lifted it away from him like you're supposed to. You know, waiting on him to bite, and he just turned and went right back down. So that tells me they're not in what I call a feeding mode. Kind of no place to get away from the wind today, y'all. On some different fish, but I tell you what I seen. As soon as the boat got close, I seen them moving away from the boat, which is not good. We'll just see what they do. I'm attempting to spot lock and pitch into them. I don't have I'm trying to keep the weight of these lures as light as possible. And I'm fighting the wind bad out here. I'm out here in the middle. Well, we did find one out here. not the biggest one. You know, just a small fry. You know, it's very important when you sit up in the wind, and I thought I had actually, I had spotted these fish, and I actually moved away and on the downwind side of them and turned and come back. I always want that nose of the boat into the wind if you don't have crappie brakes. And I thought I'd positioned it perfect, but unfortunately this wind is shifting from a north to northwest breeze, so I'm not set up as well as I was hoped to be set up. I'm sitting back about 12 feet from the fish, pitching out probably about 16 to 18 foot, and basically just letting the lure sink down into the fish and just kind of floating it right over top of them, trying not to hang in the structure. But there is structure down there. Now he thumped it pretty good right there. I'll take that. We'll take that thump. These are little ones. Don't get you nothing but little ones. I'm gonna move on. Now he hit the green meanie, the other one hit the other one. Just a small fry. And I tell you what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna switch over to that. I'm gonna switch over and see if I can get one to hit that jigging spoon. And I may switch it to a smaller spoon. That's probably what I need to do. Little one, I switched over to a smaller jigging spoon, and I'll show it to you as soon as he's hung. Kind of hung in the bottom lip. Yeah, just a small fry. Switched over to a little small, that size jigging spoon. A little bit of white. I used to have a white blade bait. It was really good in the wintertime. I had 2 or 3. I wound up losing all of them. And that was just prior to COVID. And a company out of Florida made them. I forget the name of them. And man, them things would catch some fish. Well, when they shut down manufacturing of them when COVID hit, and didn't make them no more, and the shelves went empty, and I hadn't seen them since. So I don't know if they went out of business or not. Comment below what kind of jigging spoon you like using for crappie. Just curious. Now he eat this. Now I'm going to tell you something about a jigging spoon. There's a lot of different techniques, just like working a jig, that you can use to entice a bite. I don't have a single hook on this one. Most of the time, most of the spoons that I use, what I try to do is put a single hook on it, because it makes it much easier taking it out of the fish, and you don't injure the fish. You don't injure the fish as bad with a truck hook. You know, he did pretty good. Get him back in the water. He's bleeding a little bit. They say the best thing you can do if you got a bleeding fish is to get him back in the water as quick as possible. Took time. No hair jig, y'all. time. Let me get that out. Yeah, finally come back up here. Getting a little bit closer to dark. Pretty good ones right there. A little hair jig. It'll be the afternoon, y'all. I know it's hard to hear me up here at the bridge, but fish still being lethargic. Don't want to bite. Anyway, hey, we'll take what we can get. All right, guys, we're getting ready to end the video. All in all, it was a cold day, and it was a slow bite day. We struggled to find the bigger fish. So hey guys, getting ready to end the video. I just come back here to the marina right there beside of the road. You can't hardly hear yourself even think out there beside that road. Those crappie at that bridge is tough, boy. I tell you, they done seen every little Bass Pro Shop carries, I guarantee you. We caught quite a few fish, but on the smaller side. We struggled to find the bigger crappie today, and the bite was definitely off. Definitely off. And I didn't put the real small ones on the camera just because. But anyway, we used a variety of methods. We cast, we vertical jigged, and it seemed to be vertical jigging was a little bit better. Caught some on hair jigs, caught some on the jigging spoons. I was doing anything and everything I could do to put a fish in the boat, basically. And I think that was just because the bite was just off today. Hey, every day they don't bite good, that's for sure. Guys, you remember, God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Don't forget to hit the like button and click the notification bell. Please subscribe to the channel. I appreciate all my subscribers. Guys, and you remember, it's a wild life, and I'll see you on the water.